For this episode of my watch list, I have a combination of cinema trips and home entertainment physical media watches. Let's delve into this. Hey everyone, if this is your first time here on the Movie Vault, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that little bell to get notified every time I post a video. First one up, guys, was a trip to the cinema. I'm going to use my trusty iPad here to show you guys the posters for what I'm talking about. This one, I was really excited for this. It's Michael Fassbender in David Fincher's The Killer. This got a short kind of theatrical release here in Ireland before it went to Netflix. It was like about a week beforehand. We went to see this one, myself and my girlfriend. I like Fassbender. I think he's really, really good. And I am a big fan of David Fincher's work. And The Killer, I don't know about this one, guys. It got to the end of the movie and I sort of felt like that was it. This is the new David Fincher movie. Now, don't get me wrong, it looks fantastic. The score and the soundtrack is really, really interesting. The Smiths are in there, I believe. The score, it may say on the poster here, does it? I think it's Trent Reznor. Yeah, it's Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, who have worked with Fincher before. Trent Reznor, of course, from Nine Inch Nails. Love all their stuff. Fantastic. The Smiths is in there. Brilliant stuff. I just don't know how I feel about this one, guys. The Killer. He's an assassin and he goes on a revenge trip. That's basically kind of a revenge trip, like a revenge mission. It's basically what the movie is, and I just don't know really how I feel about this one. Of course, you guys jump in, let me know what you think of The Killer. Jump into physical media next, guys. We watched Decision to Leave. Really nice Blu-ray here movie. Park Chan-wook's Decision to Leave. I was lucky enough to run this on 35mm film in work. We got a print for a limited run after its initial release. This is a really nice Blu-ray, guys. It comes with some art cards. And I have to say, after watching the Blu-ray here, I'm really disappointed I never got to actually go as an audience member and watch the 35mm print. I just got to run it from the projection booth. And, you know, a lot of the times you're kind of doing other work on the computer. You're kind of, you know, checking everything's still running okay on the 35. And you're kind of off doing other things. And I only saw bits and pieces. I knew there was like phones involved and all of that stuff was really cool, and I really, really enjoyed Decision to Leave. It's really great. Absolutely love it. I would highly recommend, if you haven't seen it, do check out Decision to Leave. And if that 35mm print is still floating around cinemas, guys, I would recommend going and seeing that if you can. Back to the cinema, guys, for the next one. Oh my God, this trailer dropped and I could not wait. The whole kind of line at the end, like, can you see the wolves in this picture? Oh, I was just like, that was it. I was hooked. Of course, this is Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. First things first, I have to point out, this is an absolutely terrible poster. It's so bad. Look at it. It's just like, oh my God. I feel like they really could have done something better with this poster here. Scorsese is back. Love it. 3.5 hours or whatever it is, you know. DiCaprio, De Niro, Lily Gladstone is fantastic in this. Brilliant stuff. DiCaprio, I will say I was not a big fan of him, you know, early on, when he kind of hit the scene, you know, like Titanic, and obviously his kind of star rose with Titanic, and I was not like a huge fan of his at all. And I think the older he gets, the more I'm enjoying his work. And then I've gone back to look at some early things, you know, Basketball Diaries and stuff like that. And he's really, he's a talent to behold. Like, he's really, really great. He's brilliant in this. De Niro is De Niro, you know, put him into anything, he's going to be great. Lily Gladstone is brilliant, as I said. Absolutely love it. The score, I think Robbie Robertson done the score. It's brilliant. It's really, really good, guys. I'm looking forward. Hopefully that comes out on vinyl, the score for that, because it's really cool. I really like the country kind of stuff, which I'm not usually into, but works really well. Really, really like it. I would highly recommend, if you can last the 3.5 hours or whatever the runtime is in the cinema, Do check this out, and obviously it's probably going to Apple TV at some point. But please redesign a poster, guys. But Killers of the Flower Moon, definitely highly recommend this one. Up next, another kind of cinema trip. So there is the National Concert Hall here in Dublin, where they do kind of, concerts and stuff like that. So myself and my girlfriend got tickets, and we went to a screening of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds with a live score performance, kind of a contemporary score. Obviously The Birds doesn't have like a score, so to speak. So this was really interesting to see. I hadn't seen The Birds in a while. So we went, and obviously it's not a proper cinema setting. There's a kind of a screen that kind of comes down, and there's a projector, and the film is shown, and the kind of the four performers are on stage, kind of with their backs to the audience. They're facing the screen, and kind of playing away. There's some really cool like drum stuff going on. Kind of creating maybe more kind of atmospheres and stuff like that. But it was really interesting and really cool to see The Birds again. As I said, I hadn't seen it in a while, so that was our next kind of cinema trip, was Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds with a live score. This next one, guys, once again, to kind of repeat myself from Killers of the Flower Moon, I saw the trailer and I thought, oh, this looks good. If you've watched some of my episodes of my watch list here, you guys will know I love a good Netflix kind of murder mystery, murder documentary. So this one, Anatomy of a Fall, I thought, oh, this is a movie about a murder and they're trying to solve what's going on. This is absolutely up my street. This is something we have to go and see. And it was really well done. I loved the whole, they kind of create this tension in the marriage, and like, did she push the husband off the balcony? Did he fall, or off of the roof? Whatever it was, he was working in the attic room. That's what it was. Did he fall? Did she push him? What's going on? There is a child who has a vision impairment, so he kind of can only hear what's happened. And then I thought the court case stuff, the back and forth in the court and explaining what was going on in their life and all that, was like really, really interesting. And then it got to the end, and it just sort of felt like it ended quite abruptly. And I don't know how I feel about the end of it. Like, not in terms of the resolution of, did the husband fall or did the wife push him, but I think they ended that in a way that worked, but it just kind of felt like there was a very rushed, abrupt end to the movie. And I'm just not too sure, again, kind of how I feel about that, guys. But that was our next one up, Anatomy of a Fall. If you've seen it, jump in, let me know, what did you think of the ending of this one. One more cinema trip for this episode, guys. Nick Cage, oh my god, dream scenario. Nick Cage is out there, guys, as you may have known. The poster here says pure comedy gold. Nicolas Cage has never been funnier. It is hilarious. I love it. He pops up in people's dreams and becomes kind of, an overnight internet sensation through that. And it's really good. And Nick Cage is amazing. Like, he's fantastic. It's out there. And some of the kind of, you see the dreams kind of happening as the people kind of, or the nightmares, or whatever, the dreams that turn into nightmares. You see the people's kind of dreams happening, and like some of them are super creepy and some of them are funny. He's hilarious, like, in the role. It's really good. Again, if you get a chance to see this, guys, please do check out. It's an A24 release. I know a bunch of you guys love A24, so Dream Scenario was one I would definitely recommend. And the last watch here, guys, another physical media. I grabbed this. It's a special collector's edition, Hollywood Dreams and Nightmares, the Robert Englund story. Big horror fan. You guys know that. Robert Englund, obviously Freddy Krueger. So this is a nice doc. It's just over 2 hours. Basically Robert Englund telling his life story, which is really fascinating because I don't know much about him, as probably a lot of people don't. I just know him as he was in V, the TV series, then he was Freddy Krueger, and then he kind of done a bunch of other horror stuff. There's some nice art cards in here in this release as well. There's a reversible sleeve art. It's really good. It's a Kaleidoscope release, Kaleidoscope Home Entertainment. Yeah, if you're a horror fan, I would highly recommend grabbing this. You will need this for your collection. I love a good documentary, and it's great. And I didn't even watch the special features yet, guys. There's a bunch of stuff on here. 37 minutes of bonus content for Hollywood Dreams and Nightmares, the Robert Englund story. There you go, guys. That is another episode of my watch list. Everything I've watched in and around the last month here on the Movie Vault. As always, I would love for you guys to get involved. Jump in the comments down below. Let me know about the movies I've seen. What do you think? Have you seen them? What's your opinions of them? I love hearing from you guys. Let me know what you think, especially the cinematic stuff. The cinematic universe. Especially the cinema stuff. Have you had any trips to the cinema recently? Let me know what you've seen, what you think. And as always, you know, big fan of physical media, as is the whole point of this channel. So what have you watched recently at home? And let me know what you think. That's going to do it, guys. Stay safe, and I will talk to you on the next one.